We are in the process of bringing some new homes to the market at Downsview Park in Ringmer, which is just outside Lewes. There's a selection of 2, 3 and 4 bedroom properties there, but what really sets them apart is the energy efficiency and the rating. They are all going to be A-rated energy efficiency, and that is down to things like solar panels, smart controls, ground source heat pumps, and with that in mind, that kind of property will qualify for a green mortgage. And it brings the conversation of green mortgages up quite a lot because we're talking about them more, but I still don't feel they're in the mainstream. So I have got together today with Josh Sisley from Wootton & Bean, who is the financial advisor that we work with. And I'm going to ask Josh a bit more about green mortgages and try and understand them a bit more. So Josh, I appreciate that it's a bit of a loaded question, but just give me a soundbite. What is a green mortgage?
Yeah, so a green mortgage, it comes down to the energy rating of the property. Usually it needs to be a minimum of an A or B. And then with that, you will normally see some sort of benefits to come in. Cashback, for example. HSBC are leading the way with £2,000 for first-time buyers. But also you can see some better interest rates and some better affordability. Okay,
so there are some real benefits there in terms of better rates and cashback from certain lenders, you said.
Exactly.
And how would that work? Would that be towards removal costs or?
Yeah, so the cashback usually gets paid on completion of the mortgage. So you'll get that cash back into your bank account, paid from the lender, goes through the solicitor, but it comes back into your bank account. Obviously, with the interest rates, you're going to benefit from day one because as soon as your mortgage is in place, that's when your interest rate's going to kick in.
Yeah, so it's not just about the interest rate, you're getting the potential cash back as well. And something you touched on there was affordability. So I always find this really interesting because when you're looking at a mortgage, you're working out, the banks will work out what your income is, what's responsible for your outgoings, and actually bringing down your outgoings and raising your affordability can be quite key with a mortgage, can't it?
Yeah, exactly. So for example, Halifax, we have to put in the energy rating of the property when we do the affordability. Now with the lower bills, they're going to take less of a national average into consideration when it comes to your bills month to month.
Right.
So then you can usually find that the affordability can be better when you're buying an energy efficient home.
Okay, so that's the product, but if I'm just a person putting the property to one side, do I need to do anything different for a green mortgage? Is there anything personally that I need to think about?
It's nothing you really need to do. It all comes down to the site and the builder. As long as the build is an A or B energy rating, then you will qualify for these energy efficient products. Even if you're not a first time buyer and you're next time buyer, or even if you're moving in to an older property, you can still benefit from these rates.
Right, okay. So somewhere like Downsview Park, you're going to get lower bills, so your monthly outgoings are going to come down. You're also going to potentially get a better rate and maybe the cash back. So this is the $64,000 question, and I appreciate it's very difficult, but let's say an average £500,000 house purchase. What do you think someone might be able to potentially save with a green mortgage?
Yeah, so I mean, on the interest rates, there's usually a saving of 0.1%, 0.2% on the interest.
Okay, so that's quite significant, isn't it?
Yeah, it can be. Over the 2-5 year period that you're taking that fixed for, it can save you a lot of money. Also with the cash back that you get as well, that's always going back into your bank, so you know you've got some additional funds once you complete.
Okay, thank you. You've made that sound very straightforward, but I am aware it's not quite as straightforward as that. So for anyone who's considering a green mortgage, I think the first step is to come and see us at Oakley. We've got Downsview Park coming out very soon, but we do also have a selection of other schemes that may be of interest. So come and speak to us, find your dream home, and then sit down with you, Josh, and crunch the numbers and work out exactly where they need to work.
Yeah, so we'll get everything in, income, expenditure. We'll try and make it work. That obviously with some new builds, the affordability can be better. So if you can't quite get there on an older property, you might be able to get there on a new property. So it's working out the way we can do it.
So it's changing a mindset possibly to think actually this might be an option to get the house that I want.
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't exactly say that don't go for the property of your dreams. We can try and make it work, and the affordability, like we say, can be better.
If you are interested in anything at Downsview Park, or if you'd like to speak to us about green properties, or indeed Josh for a green mortgage, then do get in contact with either myself, David, or Josh at Wootton & Bean. And of course, for all your Sussex property needs, visit oakleyproperty.com.